I've been treating myself with BPC 157 since July of 2024, and we're here at the end of February of 2025. And I've done, at this point, 4 vials of BPC 157, and I'll be upfront. The results have been great. Now, by the way, usual disclaimer, not a doctor. Still haven't gone to medical school. Just high-tech redneck, screwing around with stuff he probably shouldn't screw with. But here we are. I am treating a torn degenerative meniscus in my left knee. And I've tried a bunch of stuff. We've done platelet-rich plasma. I think it works pretty good, but I think you'd have to do several treatments of it. And it's not covered by insurance, and it's not cheap. The one treatment I did cost me $750. No complaints. I think it worked pretty good, but it doesn't. We're never going to fix the torn up meniscus. Not going to happen. All I can do is stop it from getting worse. The other thing I've done is 2 rounds of gel injections. It's hyaluronic acid. I think I'm saying that right. We've done that twice. I think that stuff works great, and as a matter of fact, I'll do it again. Then I heard the Huberman podcast, and he was talking about BPC 157 and TB 500. And so I started researching it, and you got a bunch of, we'll just call us all biohackers. Okay, we're using peptides, so we're now biohackers. But, read around, research. I did look at, you get on PubMed, and you can find research papers where they have done stuff with animals. The amount of clinical research featuring humans, non-existent at this point, at least that I found when I was doing it. So on Reddit and other places, you find people who've been doing it, and it's a mixed bag. Some people are like, oh my God, it's the greatest thing. I fall in that camp. And then you have other people who are like, didn't do anything for me. And we're going to get to that in just a second. But the big thing I didn't see was people saying, yeah, I injected myself and I exploded. Or, I got, the HIV or some crap like that. None of that. Did not really see anybody having an adverse reaction to the stuff. So that was like, okay, worst case, I've wasted money and not really helped my knee. I'm willing to take that risk. So here we are. Following Huberman, and my advice to you as well is get with a doctor. Do this under medical supervision. Don't just go out and what we're getting to, buying crap off the internet and injecting it into yourself. Work with a doctor. So I went to the Cell Spa, which is here in Dallas. Well, outside of that, it's in the DFW area. And they hooked me up with the stuff. And it comes from a compounding pharmacy. It comes ready to go. The vial of BPC 157 comes to me already constituted. They send with syringes and wipies and everything. All you got to do is, probably the only thing you ought to buy is a sharps container. So after you use your sharp, you have a place to store it until you throw it away. So I've done 3 rounds with that stuff. And first injection, which was pretty funny because I don't like needles. And the idea that I was injecting myself, hilarious. But I did it. I injected into my abdomen. And I would say the very next day, I could tell a difference already. Now, whether that's real or placebo effect, don't know. But it felt better. So we kept going. I now inject into the side of my knee. I don't know that you need to do that. Based on what the doctors have told me, you're injecting oh God, this is why I'm such a great YouTuber. It's just subcutaneous tissue. You're not injecting, unless you got a needle about that long, you're not injecting into where the actual injury is, at least not in your knee. Even in your shoulder, you'd need a pretty long needle to actually get it to the injury site. That definitely have a doctor do for you. And they will do that. But if you're doing it at home, you're using an insulin needle. It's a little tiny thing. It's into the subcutaneous tissue. It's going to get distributed throughout your body. So, but the knee injection, whatever. It's easy to do. It doesn't hurt. None of it hurts. Not with an insulin needle. At least not in my opinion. Anyway, been working great. I'll get into all of the PT stuff in a separate video that I do. But the BPC has been fantastic in my opinion. I'm continuing to do it. It's expensive. You're talking $250 to $300 per vial, at least what I'm getting, maybe. And so that led me to, hey, I know about California peptides. We'll just say it. And there's CrossFitter Andrew Hiller, who on his channel he's doing testosterone stuff, which whole other topic. But he did a video talking about peptides and just California peptides, and he had a code Hiller whatever. So I tried it, and what I got, I'll cut in this me unboxing the box. Supposedly, if you used the code Hiller, you were supposed to get bacteriostatic water and some other stuff to get you going, because they make a big deal on their website. Oh, this is against the FDA, research purposes only, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, okay, we get it. But supposedly if you use the code, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, here, we'll help you out. They don't even tell you how to reconstitute and how much bacteriostatic water to put in. I had to go look. I don't know if I got it right or not. So you're taking everything onto yourself, and all you're getting back, when you buy it this way, you get a vial of the powder. That's it. You've got to reconstitute it. That was fun. So it's not hard to do, but for instance, the bacteriostatic water you get, it's under a vacuum, okay? So you have to push some air in order to pull the water out. Well, my first try, I don't know what I was thinking. I put like 3 cc's of air in there. Well, guess how much bacteriostatic water I got back? About 3 cc's, dumbass. So, and you can't, it's just a pain in the ass. So you need about 1 cc, you need 1 cc of water to reconstitute the vial. I think that's right. I'm doing this off the top of my head. You can look it up yourself. Anyway, you push a little more than 1 cc of air into the vial, and then you get back 1 cc of bacteriostatic water. Then when you're putting it back into the vial, don't shoot it straight down into the powder. You want to shoot it up onto the wall and let it run down, and you don't just spray it in there real fast. You just dribble it in so that it takes time. And then do not shake the vial, just rotate it, just gently swirl it around, do some 360s to get everything mixed together, but do it gently so as to not damage the protein chains. Once it's all done, should be nice and clear, and you're ready to go. And from there on, it's no different than what you get from a compounding pharmacy. Thing is, that vial is about 5 shots worth. So it's about 5 doses. The more expensive, I'm getting 10 to 15 doses. First dose off of the stuff from the compounding pharmacy, like I said, I immediately felt something. Well, I immediately felt something, which was freaked out about the fact that I just give myself an injection. But by the next day, I was like, hey, my knee feels better. Like I said, possibly placebo. With the stuff off the internet, though, I may as well be injecting myself with bacteriostatic water. I can't tell a difference. I have a friend who, he'd seen one of my early videos about BPC 157. A Cobra replica just drove by. So sorry. Shiny thing. Anyway, he'd saw my video, and he and I talked. He had ordered from the same place, and he gave me the same feedback. He's like, yeah, I don't feel nothing. And so he's getting his from a different doctor and from another compounding pharmacy, and he's now in my camp. He's like, oh shit, this is working great. He's a Marine, and he had some back injuries, and he's saying, yeah, it's really helping me. So anyway, should you buy online? I mean, a lot of people are buying it that way. It is cheaper, but I'm a value-based shopper. I'll buy the more expensive thing if it is better. Personally, I'll buy a Mac over a PC. I'm fine. I've already ordered another refill from my doctor just because I'm like, I want stuff. My knee's great. Honestly, I don't need to do this. It's just ongoing maintenance. So I leave it to you. Again, work with the doctor, talk to them. And I'd say try both. Go ahead. I don't care which pharmacy you use. And I'm not bashing California peptides. I might have reconstituted it wrong, and just my OCD of, oh, did I not do it right and all like that is killing the effect. Don't know. And that's the problem that, I'll go off of my usual tangent. We don't have enough real human clinical data with this stuff to really know what's going on. What's the correct dosage? What's the correct frequency? Does site injection really make a difference? Or can you just put it anywhere? Shoot it in your earlobe for all it matters. I don't know. And without real data, the earlobe, you get it, being facetious. But my point is, we don't know really. How much of this is just that, hey, this works great. This dork on the internet said it works great for him, so it'll work great for me. And I hope it does. I hope if you're injured like me, it does wonderful things for you. Anyway, I've nattered on long enough. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. If I could get a like and a subscribe out of you, I'd be grateful for it. And you have a good day. I'm going to go hit a workout and get on with my day. Laters.